What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with some breaking news regarding the Division 2. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. But all of this information and more is on my Twitter page, X if you nasty. So follow me over here at Kamikazevondoom for everything Division related before I make a YouTube video. And by the way, thank you all so much. We did hit 100,000 subscribers last night. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now the developers did send this, and we do have some big news. So I hope you're sitting down. Okay, this is everything regarding Seasons 2.0. The devs have spoken. Here we go. They just released this not 5 minutes ago. It says, got questions about Seasons 2.0? We have compiled all answers to your burning questions in our latest FAQ article, which means frequently asked questions, including how seasonal characters will work alongside and enhance your main character. Read now. You got it. So this is a Ubisoft post. This is from the Ubisoft website. So all you have to do is Google Ubisoft Seasons 2.0 FAQ, and you can find this website yourself. Now, it does say it is a 13-minute read, so it should be jam-packed of information and details that we need for Seasons 2.0. So again, I hope that you're comfortable, because we're about to get into some serious details here. This is breaking news, legit. Ooh, man, I'm excited for this one. All right, so table of contents. They'll be talking about the Woni expansion. They'll be talking about seasonal and non-seasonal characters. They will be talking about the Manhunt 2.0, the seasonal journey, PvP, there we go, and multiplayer and matchmaking, because remember, it's supposed to be on its own server. So here we go. I do apologize for my reading, but if you just want to pause it and read it yourself, you're more than happy to. Here we go. They start. Agents. We've heard your concerns regarding the introduction of seasonal characters in the Division 2 with Seasons 2.0 later this year. We want to clarify how seasonal characters will impact your existing main characters and answer a few questions that you have about Seasons 2.0. The main idea behind Seasons 2.0 is to break away from the current repetitive seasonal model by transforming the entire experience. With your main characters, we need to consider various progressions and power levels, making it nearly impossible to create a well-balanced experience that is enjoyable for all. Yeesh. I mean, right there, they're saying it's unbalanced because of expertise constantly going up and all of that. Okay. Starting all players at level 1, so everyone will be at level 1 every season. This will ensure that we have a clear understanding of where they are in their progression journey when faced with specific challenges. To put it simply, in order to craft challenges with precision, we need a fresh start, because all of the new people jumping into the game are not going to have expertise 26 like I do, obviously. Same thing, they're not going to have all God-rolled gear that's fully optimized like I do. I get it. I get that there is a player gap, and this is them trying to completely get rid of that player gap. But for veteran players, just right off the bat, I'm giving you my live reaction. But to veteran players, that kind of means that all that grinding we did is going to be for nothing. So let's continue. Here we go. Additionally, seasonal resets bring another layer of excitement since modifiers are phased out at the end of each season, giving us the freedom to impact gameplay far beyond what permanent mechanics would allow. I like the sound of that. So Modifiers. Modifiers will be phased out every season. So every season, we're going to have a cool modifier. This is different from directives. This is different from directives. It's supposed to be a seasonal modifier that changes the playstyle for the entire season. They go on. We omitted one important detail from the Year 6 introduction. With the revamped seasonal progression, you will have the opportunity to bring your main character into the last 2 weeks of each season. Son of a bitch. I'm sorry. Excuse the language. I'm sorry. But that's even worse than I thought. When I was doing my roundtable discussion, I was telling everyone that they should do the climax mission around month 3 to give us all a month to do whatever we want with our characters in the new season. But this is going to be just 2 weeks. So out of 4 months, you are only going to be able to use your character in the new season for 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks of the season, known as the intermission. Okay. Going on, the intermission will allow you to revisit your main character with new content and seasonal progression, using your current arsenal for experimentation, strategy, and dominance. This sucks so hard. Dude, I don't even want to read this, dude. So if the season has crap gear, that means they're going to make us use that crap gear the entire season on our new character. Like right now, it's all focused on rifles. I hate rifles. I don't want to use rifles. But in this new seasonal setup, they want you to experiment and strategize with your new current arsenal. That sucks, because I like my builds. All right? It says, at the start of the intermission, all rewards that were earned with your seasonal character, including shade levels, proficiency ranks, stash items, and collectibles, will then be transferred to your main character. So it's not even retro. Okay. This transfer ensures that your main character will be more powerful than ever and prepared to tackle the season's climax mission from normal all the way to master difficulty. Should you choose to experience the remainder of the season with your main agent, get ready to see your favorites in a whole new way. Okay. I get what they're doing there, but it's only for the last 2 weeks, and each season is 4 months. 4 months. So that means for 14 of the 16 weeks, you won't be able to use your main character in any of the new stuff. Ouch. Ouch. Going on. During this time, the seasonal character will be added to your roster, giving you the option to play the season's climax mission with either your seasonal character or your preferred main character. In Seasons 2.0, seasonal character progression is significantly sped up, allowing you to reach level 40 more quickly and gain shade levels at a faster rate. Interesting. So we're just going to get more XP for doing stuff. That's all they're saying there. Sped up just means they're upping the XP. This progress will be shared with your main character at the start of the intermission, which again is the only last 2 weeks of the season. Expertise upgrades will not be available for season. Okay. So you will not be expertise upgrading anything from seasonal characters. So they just did away with expertise. The only way you're going to take advantage of the new content with your expertise is going to be the last 2 weeks with your main character, because seasonal characters will not have expertise upgrades. Oh, wow. Okay. Instead, the Shade Watches will have bonuses that will be increased to your account for missing power coming from your expertise. Oh, what? So because what? Proficiency can still be earned by seasonal characters and will be merged at the end of the season. Please note that proficiency alone does not impact the gameplay. Right, because you're only trying to get it proficient to get the expertise, but they're not going to allow you to do expertise upgrades during the season, and it's not going to transfer over to your main character either until the intermission. Ooh, this is a lot to unpack. Finally, as a seasonal character progresses to level 40, they will not have to complete the entire campaign again. Instead, they will have the freedom to choose whatever content they want without worrying about completing certain missions. Okay, so just farm as fast as you can to level 40. Got it. And you will be able to do that faster because it will be significantly sped up. Got it. Okay. Okay. Keep going. However, there is more to the upcoming changes than just transitioning to your seasonal characters. We will share with you detailed information by hosting a live Q&A session, our PTS, and during various live streams in the coming months to guide you through these changes. Okay. Various live streams and a live Q&A session and a PTS. Okay. We also encourage you to explore Season 1. Yeah. Got it. All right. So let's scroll down and see what we're working with here. So Woni expansion questions, seasonal, non-seasonal questions, Manhunt questions, seasonal journey questions, PvP questions, and multiplayer questions. Okay. All right. Here we go. I hope you're still with me. If you're still with me, just let me know in chat and the comments. And if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. What are you waiting on? This is breaking news for the community. Woni expansion questions regarding Seasons 2.0. First question. Is Warlords of New York now free for all players? Negative. Warlords of New York is still paid content. The key with the one in-game update is that owning Warlords of New York is no longer a requirement to reach level 40. However, to access that in-game content, gear, game modes, and manhunts, you do have to have Woni. Got it. So you can be level 40. You're just going to stay in DC the whole time. Next up, we have what content remains locked behind Woni? The skills, the story missions, and the New York map. Playing legacy missions will not give you access to the repair trap, shrapnel trap, or EMP sticky. Dang. So you need Woni to get all of these. These skills are tied to the specific bosses in the Woni expansion. Players must unlock the skill platform in Woni to unlock them. The only difference in the climax mission where defeating Fei Lao and earning the Achilles Pulse is different is because regardless of the Woni expansion, you still already have that pulse. Got it. Because during Woni, they gave us the trap, they gave us the sticky bomb. Will the New York map remain accessible for playing legacy missions? Players without ownership of Woni will not have access to legacy manhunt missions. Pretty simple. Next up, we have questions about seasonal and non-seasonal characters. Will we be given an extra stash space or an extra character slot? An additional character slot will be added to support Seasons 2.0, alongside an extra storage space. I'm assuming that's your seasonal storage. However, it is worth noting that no extra slots will be added for each individual season. So again, you are not going to have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 characters because of every season. It's going to be 4 characters and a seasonal character. So 5 total. You can have 4 main characters, and then you will be given an additional seasonal character. Do I need to delete a character when new seasons start? As additional slots will not be provided for each season, you will need to choose which character to retain in your main roster. Starting with Year 6, Season 2, you can have up to 5 characters. For instance, in the beginning of Year 6 Season 2, if you already have 4 characters, you can utilize the additional spot for your 5th character for the season. However, if you have 5 characters at the end of Year 6 Season 2, you will need to remove one of those characters to make room for the next season. So what they're saying is that at the end of the season, you need to delete that character so you can have your new seasonal character. I mean, it's pretty simple, right there in front of you. What is the point of keeping your main character if you can't use them for 90% of the future content coming to the game? Great question. Here's the answer. We have taken measures to ensure that both seasonal and non-seasonal characters have meaningful roles and cool things to do in the game. The current model reinforces the way a lot of players are using these characters as a support for their main character. Seasonal characters serve a similar purpose. On top of facilitating an awesome experience during the season through the manhunts and modifiers, additionally, seasonal characters also contribute to the overall account progression, which is represented through the power level of your main character. The main character remains the foundation of your account, enabling players to take on challenges at the highest power and difficulty levels. Furthermore, upcoming DLCs will present a chance to take on challenges with your primary character as its corresponding power levels, Additionally, only non-seasonal characters will have access to the legacy manhunts. Oh, so basically, what they're saying is the future DLC is for your main characters. All of the new content that they're bringing is for your main characters. All of the legacy manhunts, the raids, the incursions, all of this is for your main characters. However, moving on, the season content will be for your season character. I'm starting to understand this a little bit more now. I get it. Will there be any new content for your main non-seasonal character? Non-seasonal characters will continue to have access to all the existing content, including Woni and the upcoming DLC, like I just said. Right now, there are no intentions to introduce another incursion or raid. Damn! Yo, if you see it, just say, I see that. Just say, I see that in chat. Just say, I see that in the comments. Just say, I see that. Because that is your official word. Bird is... Oh, sorry. I don't want to get hit by YouTube. But there are no intentions to introduce another incursion or raid to the game. Next up. Will seasonal characters have access to their existing recalibration library? The recalibration library will be shared between your season and non-season. So yes, you will have all your maxed out attributes. The only exception is that being season-specific gear, you'll have to, during the season, you can transfer your season-specific gear talents to the library, where they will become accessible at the beginning of the intermission. Like, you're going to have no access on your main character to the new stuff until that intermission. They're driving that one hard. You will have to play the season for the new stuff. Will seasonal characters be able to use account-wide resources and materials? Seasonal characters will have their own separate pool. Okay. Well done. Okay, so all of your mule characters, all of your everything that you've built up will only be accessible to your non-seasonal characters. So no, you cannot be doing Woni runs right now getting ready for this season. Everybody will be starting at level 1 for next season. And remember, that next season does not start until, September. All right, next up, when I have all my inventory and stash maxed out, will I lose the loot after the season ends and the seasonal character is merged with my regular roster? Once the season ends and the intermission begins, you will be awarded a temporary stash to facilitate the transition of your seasonal items to your main pool. It is up to you to decide what to keep and what to discard or deconstruct during this process. However, please note that starting with the next season, if you still have items in that temporary stash, they will be unable to create a new seasonal character until that stash is empty. Next, hardcore characters. Oh, here we go. I made a fuss about this the other day. All right. How will my hardcore characters be impacted? At the start of each season, you will have the option. Yes! You will have the option to do hardcore seasons. Yes! This choice provides the opportunity to add additional hardcore characters to your roster at the end of the season when the seasonal and main characters combine. However, your existing hardcore character will retain its progress, which can be shared at the beginning of the intermission, the final 2 weeks before the season concludes. Okay, that's huge. So we will be able to have hardcore seasonal characters. That's going to be fun. Because I could do like my regular seasonal character on Xbox, then do hardcore seasons on PlayStation, and then maybe do regular again on PC. Maybe I'll do hardcore on PC too. Either way, that's going to be fun. Okay, that's cool. I'm down. Charlie Brown. Just so you know, hardcore mode's a lot of fun. All right, next question. Will seasonal characters have access to the global events? Global events, as they are right now, will remain exclusive to the non-seasonal characters due to their incompatibility with seasonal. Oh, the new modifiers. Oh, so we're not gonna have leagues or global events for the seasonal character. We're gonna have like this modifier and then just season stuff. That's gonna be cool. Okay. They will adhere to the established rotation model already presented into the game. So we're going to keep getting global events. So we will still have ongoing rotation of content for our non-seasonal characters. We are still going to be getting global events and leagues, just not for our seasonal character. This implementation will occur at a later time. Okay. Moving on. Manhunt 2.0. Remember, this is what's going to be going on during the season, not PvP. Will the new Master difficulty be in any way available for your non-seasonal characters? Yes! Climax missions are on Master difficulty, and they will be available for both your seasonal and non-seasonal characters during the intermission. This is the last 2 weeks before the next season. Why tie the Manhunt to the seasonal characters' participation? In Seasons 2.0, the optimal way to experience the story is through the seasonal structure, utilizing a character with the appropriate power level to capitalize on features such as gameplay modifiers. They keep talking about these modifiers, and seasonal items. The story will be adjusted to accommodate this new dynamic with multiple agents fulfilling their roles throughout the season. Moreover, after the season ends, players can opt out for the seasonal climax mission using either their seasonal or primary characters. So yes, you will be able to do the manhunts during the last 2 weeks. Seasonal journey. What will the Seasons 2.0 consist of? There will be 15 weeks of varied activities such as seasonal missions, seasonal projects, manhunt scouts, and priority objectives to be completed with your seasonal character, followed by a 2-week intermission period during which you can utilize your main character. So that means each season is now 17 weeks. We have 17 week-long seasons. 15 weeks of content, 2 weeks of intermission. Your non seasonal characters can be accessed at any time during the season, but with no access to that seasonal content, except for the last 2 weeks intermission. Approximately how long will it take with the accelerated grind to reach level 40? Non seasonal characters will require approximately 45 hours to complete, while seasonal characters are expected to take around 15. Okay, so what is that? That's 3 times? Yeah. So we're going to be able to do this 3 times faster. So whatever our current XP is right now, we're going to get 3 times that during the seasons. So that means we'll be getting shade levels 3 times faster. We'll be getting season levels 3 times faster. Okay, that's cool. That's just going to get everyone to like shade level 10,000 like overnight, but okay, I dig it. Will the seasonal grind to level 40 consist of the same current activities, or will it be different every season? To reach level 40, the seasonal journey will act as a guide, providing simple and quick challenges that offer great completion rewards, while also aiding the player through unlocking key game systems. Additionally, at every point, players can complete a variety of other activities in the game at an increased progression rate. Yeah, we've already established it will be 3 times faster. Each season will feature unique seasonal modifiers. There it is again, seasonal modifiers that affect both players and enemy NPCs, providing a different experience than the previous season. So every season, we're going to have a different seasonal modifier. That's going to be pretty dope. I like the sound of it. Will the seasonal story beat be introduced during the level 1 to 40 grind, or do we have to hit level 40 first? The updated seasonal journey in Year 6 Season 2 will allow all players the opportunity to experience the story in retrospective of their level. In other words, new story content is no longer locked behind level 40, so you could be level 3 and do the story. Will players have to reach level 40 to start collecting the rewards? Ooh, that's a good question. Seasonal rewards are not restricted to level 40 either, so you don't have to be level 40 for anything. It's just the max level. Various rewards unlocked through the seasonal journey, season pass, and other in-game seasonal systems are granted while leveling 1 to 40. However, the Manhunt story will also gradually unfold through collectibles, allowing players to progress step by step. What happens with the collectibles? During the intermission period, the last 2 weeks of the season, which occurs in the last 2 weeks of the season, all rewards obtained with the seasonal characters, such as shade levels, proficiency ranks, stash items, and collectibles, will then be transferred to your main character. Will we get access to the Shade Watch? In Seasons 2.0, seasonal character progression is significantly sped up, allowing the player to reach level 40 quicker and gain shade levels faster. This progress will be shared with your main character at the end of the season. However, fast progression will only be possible up until a certain level. See, that was the silver lining that they did not say. So I was just saying that everyone was going to be able to reach shade level 10,000 really quick, but no, they're putting a cap on that fast progression. Upon reaching that cap, the Shade Watch progression will resume at a normal rate. So basically, we get triple XP until we hit something, and then it'll be just normal XP. Why can't my existing level 40 character engage in the seasonal content? Well, because the main objective of Seasons 2.0 is to ensure that all players can participate in in-game content on a level playing field, as well as allowing us to fine-tune the experience based on more controlled progression. Additionally, modifiers and season resets provide levers to ramp up gameplay challenges far beyond what any permanent mechanics would allow, thus avoiding long-term consequences. Basically, If I do something and a new player does something and I can do it twice as fast because of my expertise and my gear, they want us to be on the same playing level. That way, I just beat them a little bit faster and not ridiculously. Because if I beat that person ridiculously, then they complain and quit the game. Got it. PvP. How will the introduction of seasonal characters affect PvP? Seasonal characters will only be able to matchmake with other seasonal characters at the appropriate level. This is accounting for the level playing field with seasonal. Ooh, okay. So remember, seasonal characters will not have access to expertise. So when you're PvPing, whether it be the Dark Zone, whether it be Conflict, whether it be whatever, you will then be matchmaking with other PvP seasonal characters, which will also not have access to expertise either. Will the modifiers work in PvP? No. The seasonal modifiers will only be PvE. Will seasonal characters have a separate DZ? Yes. The DZs will be separate between seasonal and non-seasonal characters. And finally, our multiplayer and matchmaking questions. How will matchmaking change with the introduction of seasonal characters? Seasonal characters will only be able to matchmake with other seasonal characters at the appropriate power level, accounting for a level playing field. So basically, if you're level 5, you're going to be matchmaking with other level 5s. If you're level 30, you'll be matchmaking with other level 30s, so on and so forth. How do you plan to balance seasonal and non-seasonal instances? If old gear aligns with the seasonal theme, we may rebalance and revamp them. Any changes that are deemed appropriate will also be applied to non-seasonal gear. Our aim is to maintain a balance between seasonal modifiers and seasonal gear. We encourage players to find powerful builds each season. Yeah, but if the season gear sucks, we're just going to go back to the meta builds. Come on, man. But all right, that was all of your questions, frequently asked questions about Seasons 2.0. Now, if you want to find this, all you have to do is Google Ubisoft Seasons 2.0 FAQ, or follow me over there on Twitter, X if you're nasty, but follow me over there at Kamikazevondoom, and I'll have this retweeted at the top of my page. But that is it for our Division 2 Seasons 2.0 FAQ. And friendly reminder, if you follow me over here at Twitter, I have all of this retweeted and more before I make a YouTube video. But that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this. If you found this helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, just leave a thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's always cool to see where everyone's from. But that's it for me. I'm Kamikazevondoom, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.